Oh, yeah. Woo! Woo! Friends, it's Monday. And those of you guys who know this guy, you know I love Mondays. I love Mondays. I love them. I absolutely love them. So, guys, Monday to me is the setup, and we're setting up the rest of the week like we're going to the bowling alley and the machines just put the pins down and you just walked up to the line with the bowling ball. It's Monday, and Monday is the setup. Baby, we about to knock down all the pins. Gonna knock them all down. So, guys, I just finished up a workout. I know I look like death warmed over. But let's jump into it, friends. I titled today's message, man, I remember it like it was yesterday. So, guys, let me set the scene for you here on today's message, where we're at and where we are going. We're going to rewind back in time. Now, some of you guys, maybe you're old enough to remember 1999. So, guys, we're going back in the day. So, bear with me, friends. Hop in the time machine and let's go back to 1999. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I titled this message, I remember it like it was yesterday, and I have never been hit so hard in my life. Now, guys, we're rewinding back in time, back to 1999 for a few different reasons. One of the reasons is I'm going to take you back into time where I can remember the first time I met a behemoth of a bald-headed man that reminds me of another behemoth bald-headed man named Todd Saylor. Now, guys, back in 1999, I had a football coach that went by the name of Coach Upton. And guys, I remember this 1999 like it was yesterday. Now, guys, in 1999, there was a lot of uncertainty going on in the world, even in my life, at a young sophomore in high school, desperately fighting to get on the football team. It was a cool, brisk Friday night at Warren County Middle School. And I remember it like it was yesterday, and I even to this day get a I get a headache thinking about it. I've never been hit so hard in my life. So prior to this point, I was running on the track team trying to get my speed up because I desperately wanted to be on the starting string of the high school football team. And in 1999, guys, the world was in this state of like, we really don't know what's going on. We don't know if the computers are going to figure out to click from 1999 to 20, Y2K. It was a critical era in most adults' life. Now, for me in high school, I wasn't thinking at all about Y2K. All I was thinking about was making it to the high school football team starting first string lineup. And on this cool, brisk Friday night, friends, the stands, just picture this. The stands were sold out to a max standing only capacity. At this point, Warren County high school football team was on the world's longest losing streak. Yet the stands were full. The world was in chaos, but the stands were full. No one really knew if the computers were going to click over to 2000, but what they did know was in Warren County, Tennessee, Friday nights. Woo-woo! That's what's up. That was what was going on. That, my friends, was the certainty. Friday Night Lights was happening. I remember it like it's yesterday. Fourth quarter. You look up at the scoreboard, and it's 7 home. And it's 7 visitors. The stand is going nuts. They're cheering like they've never cheered for anything in their entire life. And I can hear it ringing in my ears. I was not starting string. But hold the phone, friends. It's tied up. Our starting free safety gets injured. And over all of those people, Warren County, cheering from the stands, I hear, Echo! Get your A up here! And I'm like, oh, that's me. Huh, they said my name. I go running to the coach. I'm like, what's up, coach? Grabs me by the face mask and headbutts me. And he says, you're in. I know what play they're fixing to run. You're the fastest guy on the team. I need you to intercept the ball. And run like you're freaking. He didn't say freaking, but run like your freaking life depends on it. And I'm like, I got it, coach. Put me in the game, coach. Let's go. The energy from the crowd had funneled into me, and I'm like, oh, this is my chance. This man lived and breathed football. He knew it inside and out. The stand is in an uproar. I go running onto the field. This man has poured his heart and his life and his soul into me, and he preps me for this day. And he called it. He called the play. I go running out there onto the field. I get into my position. I get set up, and I'm watching what the dudes on the outside are doing. And the play lays out exactly like he said. The crowd is screaming and roaring and going nuts, but all I could hear was the quarterback. Down. Set. Coach Upton said, watch for his heel. If he lifts his heel, this is the play he's going to run. Down. set. I'm laser beam focused on what that quarterback is doing and how the peripherals of my eyes. Both stands are full to the gills, screaming bloody murder. And I'm watching those two wide receivers. And I see him lift his heel. And here comes the tailback running around to the other side, just like Coach Upton said. I remember it like it was yesterday. The screams and the roars faded into this like blurry, just weird, odd, audible sound. But all I could hear was that quarterback, and I watched his heel. And when he lifted that heel and he said, "Hut," I took off like a bat out of hell. I rushed straight for where the ball was going to be because I knew that those two those two wide receivers are going to cross right in the middle, and he was going to throw it to the outside guy. I sprinted right where that coach told me that ball was going to be. I jumped in the air, and I'll be daggum if I didn't catch that ball at the 5-yard line. And I brought it down to my stomach, and I was like, "Holy crap! I caught it!" Ah! And then out of nowhere, I hear Coach Upton yell, "Run!" I brought that ball into my arm, and I just ran and ran and ran and ran all the way to the end zone, dragging 3 dudes behind me. I just kept running because all I knew was run. I couldn't hear the crowd screaming. I could only hear Coach Upton, "Run!" And that's what I did. I ran all the way into that end zone, and I refused to let go of that ball. And the ref was like, "You got to let the ball go, son." And I'm like, "Ah, you got to let the ball go, son." And then it dawned on me, what just happened? Holy freaking crap! We just won the game. I go running to the sidelines, and Coach Upton grabs me by my face masks and said, "That boy, son!" And he headbutted me so hard, he almost knocked me unconscious. With my helmet on, the man hit me so hard, I almost got knocked freaking out. From that day forward, you know who was starting string free safety? I'm telling you this story, guys, because sometimes in life, the only thing that we're waiting on is that break. I had done the work. I had put the reps in. I just wasn't good enough yet to be the starting free safety. But I remember it like it was yesterday. The crowd roaring, and all I could hear was down, set. I could almost hear the grass being ripped up out of the ground from his heel lifting up. And that was my cue. My coach had prepped me. Guys, everybody needs a coach. Your coach is going to set you up for success. When you've got a coach and that coach pours into you and that coach sets you up for success, you can't fail. I want to be your coach, friends. I want to be your coach, Upton. Minus the whole like headbutt you as hard as I've ever been hit my entire life. I don't know how that man didn't crack his head open, but his head was as hard as a concrete wall. His energy and his enthusiasm transferred through his head into that helmet, into my head, that knocked me clean out. But I was so freaking hyped because we won the football game. I was like, yeah. And then I headbutted him back. It was the craziest, most energetic thing ever. And that, my friends, is what I'm going to bring into you. I'm going to pour into your life that same energy, that same enthusiasm, and that same go freaking get you some victory, success. And I look forward to partnering with you. I look forward to being your coach. And the only thing you got to do to get started, my friends, is go to brandoneckle.com. We're starting our next 30-day Summer Slim Down Challenge. This bad boy is going to start on July 31st. It costs $0 for the coaching. All you got to do is go to brandoneckle.com. So, guys, let's do this thing called life. We're going to do it better. You're going to do it with a coach. You're going to be successful, and I can't wait to have you join us. Guys, until tomorrow, this is Coach B, your chaos coordinator, signing out.